Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Wallaby Racing League. We are back for the second half of the season now. Round 9 here in Spain. And guess what, guys? I am joined by one of my all-time favourite commentators, the one and only Matty Skills.
Dark Punchers, good to be back.
The Dick Skills show is back, baby, for one night only. And I am so pumped. Hey, how are you, man?
I'm really good, man. I'm looking forward to this race tonight. Good to see some of the boys back in.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. This is going to be good. We've got a few reserve drivers in there tonight. We welcome back WRL ex-Bremer. He's back after stepping down, just trying to get used to the wheel, but he thinks he's confident enough to get back behind the wheel, especially on one of these one of the most deadliest tracks out here, Spain, Pain. Who else we got in the seats? We've got JBO back into a car as a reserve as well in the Mercedes tonight. We've got, who else? Where is he? I know there's one down there somewhere. There he is, in the Ferrari. Abstract.
Did you mention Abs?
Abstract
yeah,
in the Ferrari.
Super excited to see how Abstract goes tonight.
Yeah, look, he... It was probably the most heartbreaking moment of last night's race.
Yeah, but he never gives me TV time, so I don't really give a shit. You know. He probably deserves it.
Yeah.
You know.
You deserve that DNF, mate. It's Matty's words, not mine. So let's jump on board with somebody at the moment. We'll have a look on here. But ladies and gentlemen, we've already got one guy across the line. It is Restless Orb with a 119, and straight away Abyss goes in front of that with a 118.104. Time to beat from last night was a 117.2, and that was held by Abstracts, the man himself. And you know, Oz Curtis.
No, it was held by Toppy.
Was it held by
Toppy?
Oh, it was too. Sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Abstract's on a 117.4.
Ooh, okay. There you go. Right.
Yeah.
Curtis is saying that with that time, he might get up there. Left for dead straight away with a 116.7.
That is quick. After this guy uninstalled the game, quickly installed the game back for the next season. Unfortunately, he lost all his TTs and setup, so he's on a brand new setup for tonight. So, see how he goes with that. Some insider information. Seems like he's going all right so far, though.
That's insane. 116.7. We're going to ride on board with Rapid J-Rad as he now rounds out the last final chicane, rounds out the final turn. Straight down the line there. He's a bit glitchy from by the looks of it, but goes up into P2 with a 117.6. And that's another blistering time from these boys here, but I think it's only going to get faster.
Rapid J-Rad just recently going to no traction control as well.
Yep.
That's a really quick time. So, picking up pretty quickly. And he's done it. He's finally done it. He has done it. Well, first Riley goes P2, the 117.310. But Jack Sully has created a helmet that's worthy. It is worthy, Duck. And so if he is shit tonight, purely because of his driving skills.
That is a very good looking helmet, I must say.
It is a beautiful helmet. A beautiful helmet.
I'm trying to get on board,
and
but I can't get on board.
That's what she said.
So let's jump on board with the driver that is out there at the moment. It's Oz Curtis on his fast lap as he comes around into the final sector, ready to go down the downhill chicane, the part that a lot of people are not going to miss next season as they remove this sector right here, this little part. It's going to be a complete round and for easy overtakes. I, for one, am going to miss it. But here we go. Oz Curtis for his outlap. Starts it now. Crosses the line. And we're on. You can take over that, Matty.
So Oz Curtis going into sector 1. He's looking to beat a 116.718. It looks good for around the first couple of corners. And then you're just flat out around this long right-hander, trying to use as much track width as you can before coming up into here. Track width is good. The track limits allow you to have 2 tyres over that white line there. So Oz Curtis using the track really, really well there. He comes into sector 1. He's a little bit behind time, but he's got a bit to make up. But we know that he is super, super quick, and the battle is usually between Left for Dead and Oz Curtis lately in T1 as he comes up this uphill chicane, round into the first DRS zone or second DRS zone, I should say, of the lap. He has got a little bit of a toe from the car in front of him, from his mate Abstracts, and he does a purple middle sector. So at the moment, Oz Curtis on an absolute flyer, chasing after that provisional pole position that's currently held by Left for Dead. What can Oz Curtis do in sector 3? He comes around this Chicane, which I'm also going to miss, Duck. I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
Puts his foot down, comes around that final corner. He's going to open up his DRS, comes past the start finish line. Where's he going to put it? Oz Curtis goes second, 1:17.280, 5 tenths behind, and that time by Left for Dead is an absolute flyer.
Looking at the world leaderboards last night, trying to get a set up for Spain for us race boys in Tier 2, and Left for Dead, I can't remember if it was, I believe he was in the top 30 or the top 40. I think it was 33rd. Oh, 13, is he?
Okay. I thought he was 13.
Could be right. You could be right. But holy Dina, that is quick. In the world. So we've definitely got someone that is going to finally give Oz Curtis a bit of a run for his money.
Yeah. And I think as well, this track evolves so much. We saw last night the track evolve, and 1:17.2 was the pole lap last night. So I expect probably another 6 tenths out of this track come the end of qualifying. Yeah,
that's right. So yeah, even Toppy agrees that the chicane needs to go. He thinks it's the MotoGP layout all the way. I completely disagree. For one, I make a lot of my overtakes there because a lot of the people go through that little chicane and then spin, and then I just seem to drive past them. So that's my overtake done. I go for the easy position.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree. So Accelerator's gone purple middle sector, Duck, and he's on a bit of a fly here. Absolutely going to challenge for pole with this lap.
Who was that?
Accelerator.
Oh, good. I'm on board
Accelerator. yeah, coming around the final chicane. The argument point between Toppy and Duck there. He's going to come around that final corner, and where can Accelerator put it? He is quick in qualifying. We know he's good on a Saturday, and he goes second place with a 1:16.970, and Left for Dead still in provisional pole.
On his original lap too. He's going to go out with a couple of minutes left to go on track, and just put it into the 1:17.3s, maybe 4s. I reckon if he can get a decent lap out there. But let's have a look. Anybody else due to leave the pits? We've got Rilo on a lap now. We've already looked at Rilo. Let's look at Noodles and see how he's going. Noodles currently on a lap, just coming into the final sector, rounding out that last turn. Where's that going to put him? We know he's quick. This is a boy that a man that I met at the OzGP when I was there. Got to hang out with him for a little bit. It was pretty cool.
Noodles is one of the people that looked exactly what I thought he would look like.
You reckon? I was way off. Hey, way off.
Rilo goes P3 with 1:17.19. He's got more pace in it. Had a slow first sector, so don't count out Rilo here for pole position for the McLaren boys.
Back to Noodles. He has spun and has just reset to track in quali. So, it's quali. I don't know how we rule on that. Oh, but he has just gotten in the way of a car there. Of B&E Millsy by the looks of it. Completely got in the way of him.
Who was that, JPO?
No, Noodles. Noodles, unfortunately, impeded B&E Millsy. So we'll have a look at some other cars that are on track. We'll have a look at the reserve here. Abstracts up from Tier 2. Absolute flying laps last night. Getting some really beautiful racing in there, and unfortunately had a bit of a debacle at the end with another driver, and then had to DNF himself in the pits, which was absolutely heartbreaking because he was just dominant all night. The entire race, and sprint race for that matter.
Yeah, he's certainly got T1 pace for sure. He's a quick lad.
Yeah. Toppy, if you're in chat, can you put into Tier 1 paddock chat, please? Just reminding everybody that there is no safety car, no formation lap tonight. As it is a sprint round, we cannot run safety laps.
Oz Curtis starting on a flying lap here with 6 minutes to go. Has Oz Curtis missed a trick here? Because I don't know if he's going to have time to get around twice, and he misses out on that track evolution a little bit. So one of the first guys to come out and set his final lap. And he goes purple first sector. He's up by 1/10. He's going to need to find a little bit more time in sector 2 and sector 3 if he's going to challenge for pole position here. So Oz Curtis in the Ferrari, a little bit off it today, but we know he's quick in the race. We know that his car's definitely got race set up. So he comes up that uphill left-right-hander before he comes onto that DRS zone, and we're going to get a little bit more of an indication to where he is and where he has to find a bit of time. So coming through that second sector now, he's up 2/10. So his lap has evolved. Currently, he'd be sitting in second place. So if he can find another 2/10 in this last sector, he can steal pole position off left for dead. So he comes around this slow chicane, the one that they'll be getting rid of next year. And let's see if Oz Curtis can challenge for pole position. He comes around that last corner, nice and tidy, finishes the start-finish line, and Oz Curtis goes third place with a 1:17.023. Did not improve in that final sector.
I tell you what, he was looking absolutely rapid too, so I thought he was going to be up there. I mean, he is definitely up there, but I thought he was going to go a lot further, at least the 1:16s. So, and I don't think he's going to be able to get back around into the pits and then out on time to be able to get another lap in. I think it's done for him for quali. And I think it could be dangerous. It could push him down further because there are going to be drivers out there. And that is Cubistic. Flunky out. He is retired in the pits. So he knows.
Abstracts is just invalidated as well.
So that could
Rapid
be.
Kahoot has invalidated and he's in the pits.
So Abstracts
try and get in and get out.
Abstracts could get back around if he turns on his turns off his ERS. He could get all the way back around. Outlap once again. Waddington going for his one and only lap of the qualifying sessions, saving all of his tyres, just doing one lap at the end. He always does it, and it either works or it doesn't. There's times where I've seen it fail, and there are times where it's done pretty well for him.
Oh, someone's around. What's that?
I don't know.
It's
just. Oh, was he around? Was he?
He was around.
Yeah, right.
JB's dived into the pits as well to try and get some tyres on. The accelerator's come out, so he's going to be one of the first ones around for our final laps, along with BNL's Millsy and Jack Sully with that new helmet.
I'm currently on board with Waddington as he's on his out lap at the moment. I want to see how he goes on his hot lap, because this is going to be one of those ones where it's do or die here. He's either going to start from last place or he's going to start from somewhere else. And he's got to try and put it on. He's had quite some bad races of recent. Some that he's just fallen asleep on the grid. Some that he hasn't even woken up for. So hopefully he can put it back up and get a decent result. Another driver that we are looking at as well. Where is he? Abyss. Where is Abyss? Where's Abyss sitting? Abyss currently in P13. Another driver that hasn't had much luck recently. Almost on pole, almost on the podium twice, and unfortunately, stewards have removed those for him. So we hope to see him get back up there and hopefully get a pole for him. He's quite confident around here, but hopefully the setup that he's gotten. Waddington now sets the fastest second sector, so he just now needs to pick it up and try and keep going from here and try and gain all the time that he can on these guys ahead of him, which is everybody.
Accelerator's just gone for a spin as well and ruined his lap, so he's going to try and he'll get around just in time for another one.
There we go. Waddington now winds around the final turn and puts himself up into P9 with a 1:17.538. So nice little decent time there from him. Right,
Oscar's still in the pits. He's coming out, so Oscar's may just have enough time to get around, I reckon. He'll be the last one to get around.
Who are we dropping on? Who are we on board with? Who are we going on board with, lads?
I think J-Rad will be the first one round.
There he is, J-Rad. So J-Rad currently sitting in P5 with the 260. Just warming up his tyres now, getting a little bit sideways there. But rounding out the final chicane. Yeah, I thought he would be.
Cut the last two corners, and they invalidate his next lap.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. But he's still starting in a decent position, currently sitting in P2 with a 16.9. And I think that could very well be decent enough. He might be challenged by the likes of Curtis and Rilo, possibly J-Rad. I think everybody else isn't quite, may not be in for the chance to push him down a little bit further. So I think he's got
J-Rad's
three guys.
Currently up on his lap.
So J-Rad with that 17.2 up on his time.
Rilo's up on his time as well. We're gonna have a this will be a fun little finisher for qualifying here.
I think so.
Left for dead coming around for his first sector. Left for dead doesn't improve. No, so left for dead has set the exact same first sector as his first one.
That's decent. That's consistent. And that's what you want in racing. You need that consistency to keep yourself going.
Rilo's up by 1.5 tenths at the moment, so he can steal second place. He's going to have a cracking last sector, though.
Oh, and
he's up nearly 3 tenths.
J-Rad around.
J-Rad's around. Rilo's up nearly 3 tenths, so he can steal pole position here. Coming around the final sector is the McLaren boy. He's got to get a clean final sector here, coming through that slow chicane. He's got to really gear down and try and rotate that car as fast as possible. Gets back on the gas. Can he still pole position for left to dead? It's Rilo 6.767. It's Rilo provisional pole with a 1.16.6. And now left for dead coming around the final corner. Can he take it back? Left for dead and down the back straight. He doesn't improve. He does improve. 1.16.5 takes pole position and makes Rilo his bitch. Gets his salami and whacks it between two pieces of bread and says, mate, I'll have it for dinner. Far out. Left for dead, pole position. Steals it off Rilo. Oh, Noodles P3. Oz Curtis P4. Oh, what a finish, Duck.
That was insane. Left for dead. Right, leaves it right to the last second and pips Rilo back to P2.
He
like
made up nearly
said.
2 tenths in that last sector.
That was insane.
Nearly 2 tenths in that last. That's insane.
1.16.5.
And Rilo put in an absolute stonker of a lap.
All right, so there's the grid.
P10.
So left for dead P1, Rilo P2, Noodles in the Mercedes P3, Oz Curtis for the Ferrari up in P4. Probably one of the worst starts I reckon he's had this season. Accelerator in P5. J-Rad, one of his best starts in P6. Kahoot P7. We'll get back to the grid in just a second. Toppy, can you grab a Discord link for Oxchillo, please? Yeah, sorry, man. We had to change the link just because there are people joining that we don't really want joining. But, Toppy, if you can grab that link for him, please. P8, we go back here. So, P8, Jack Sully in the Aston Martin, now playing on PlayStation instead of the Xbox. Beanie Millsy in P9. Abstracts for the Ferrari as the reserve in P10. Waddington gets up into P11 with his one-lap dash. We go to Arcozal with the Alfa Romeo in P12, the teammate of the man in P1. Storm Hutto in P13, Cubistic Flunky in the Alpine P14, Abyss 15, Bremer, welcome back to Bremer with the P16, JBO P17, he managed to get back into the lobby, which is fantastic to see. Restless Orb in 17, in 18, and I didn't quite see who 19 and 20 were. I think
Striker
Mickey was...
and Rapid Mickey.
There you go.
Qualified.
There you go.
So Rapid Mickey will definitely be coming through in the sprint race, so that'll be fun to watch down the back.
Actually... Toppy's not in the thing. Give me a second, Chilio. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, mate. We've got a link coming for you now, Ox. There we go. Beautiful.
Oh, what a sprint race we've got on our hands, Dark. Rilo and left for dead right at the front. Oz Curtis will definitely be trying to make his way through, and J-Rad up there as well.
Yeah, it's going to be balls to the wall on the... Or do you reckon it'll be balls to the wall, or what do you reckon?
What?
Do you reckon it's going to be just a bit
In
chill?
2 seconds. After the start.
I'll answer that.
Sorry.
So no, all good. So here we go. Left for Dead in P1, Rilo P2. Who's going to challenge to get off the line faster? Left for Dead seems to get a decent start here as Rilo challenges him, but Noodles up the side of Rilo as we see drivers now dropping. Rilo is now down one position with Noodles up one, and Oz Curtis also gets Rilo as well, going back up into P3. Left for Dead though gets the absolute blistering start, already up by almost half a second.
And WRL Bremer has made a couple of positions up to P13 here. Great start. JBO unfortunately got stuck on the line, got stuck between a couple of cars. He's down to P19. Going wheel to wheel run on the outside of Storm Hutto there. And oh no! Bremer's out! Bremer is out, I think. No, he's just lost his wing. He's lost his complete front wing. He's still spinning. Those tyres are lit up. It's been a nightmare start for the McLaren.
Oh no. I wonder who made contact. Was there contact with him? Oh, he can't get his tyres warm either.
Yeah, no, and Abstract is also around as well. They may have been in contact as well, but Abstract is also going around.
Yeah.
Has his front wing as well. So heartbreak for Abstracts 2 nights in a row.
Heartbreak for both reserves here, both with Bremer and Abstracts, both filling in for drivers that are out.
Oh, Biss, I think he just touched Rapid Mickey, and Rapid Mickey is around. It's all going on here.
Right, well.
Holy dooly.
Look at the gap between Left for Dead on the first lap, almost a full second up on Noodles. Oz Curtis still trying to chase down Noodles ahead of him. These two have had a battle of probably the ages in Tier 1 for these guys, Oz Curtis and Noodles. They're only 4/10 off of the back of each other. Rilo 5/10 off of Oz Curtis. Accelerator on the back of Rilo as we see them go side by side. Rilo and Accelerator. There's no contact. That is fantastic racing as Accelerator now goes for the crossover and doesn't get it done.
Rilo, some good defending there. I thought he was going to get caught there. Caught there napping, but he did well. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
You're right, mate. So Rapid Kahoot up one position as well, and is currently being chased down by J-Rad, who is down that one position. But we're going to jump back up into Accelerator and Rilo, as Accelerator is now trying to hunt down Rilo again. Now 3/10 off of the back of him. It was 1/10, but just managed to get shut out as they were side by side, losing that little bit of time. But he's going to fight back for that, as he may get that opportunity as Rilo hit that sausage curb, one that is not friendly to anybody. We'll send you right around. Yeah, Lilac, Left for Dead is definitely kicking ass. He is up there. He is now a second in front of Noodles. Accelerator still trying to gain that time though. We're going to keep on board with Accelerator at the moment. But Rapid Kahoot now joins that party. Now only 2/10 behind Accelerator. So this could be exactly what Rilo needs to be able to pull away from Accelerator as he now tries to defend from Kahoot. Kahoot is going to try and pull anything that he can, and we know that he can do it too. So gaps are definitely starting to spread out down the back there from P13 onwards. They've got 3 seconds already to the drivers ahead. Now last night we saw I think it was only 2 drivers in total with penalties throughout the entire race, which is fantastic to see. A Rapid Kahoot still on the back of Accelerator, slightly losing a bit of time there, now 4.5/10. We now also see Accelerator losing a little bit of time, Rilo losing a little bit of time, Oz Curtis losing a little bit of time, and Noodles also losing a little bit of time. It is starting to pull away here as now Kahoot opens up his DRS and his ERS. Not much, man. It's been the same. Rilo puts up the fastest lap with the 1:19.711. Goes to get himself a slushie with that time. Now we see drivers. Bremer is now on the verge of being lapped. He is only 1 corner ahead of the leader.
Oh, what is happening to Bremer?
He's
very unfortunate.
Yeah, he struggled to get back onto his tyres. They were just so
that's
cold.
A good thing about sprint weekend, you always get another chance.
Absolutely.
Chance in the main event.
The thing is, got a chance too. If something was to happen and someone spun and then a safety car was out or someone DNF, he's making up positions. So I would strongly suggest staying strong with it. Hey ladies, Hello, henchman. How are you? So, Kahoot.
Hey, henchman, baby. How are ya? So, Rapid Kahoot up into P6.
Yep.
Super surprising for me, you know, because he has been quite slow as of late.
He has, hasn't
Rapid
he?
Kahoot. I was going to start asking him to change his name to Slower Kahoot, you know. But I love to see it.
He's a bit washed. He is a bit washed.
I love to see Kahoot up there. He's a top bloke, 100% top guy.
Oh, absolutely. One of the best.
Have a lot of time for that guy. Have a lot of time for him.
I'm the same. But
So
Rilo, you go.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Riley just about try and make a move on Oz Curtis. Unfortunately, Oz Curtis also has DRS, so he's not going to be able to gain too much of an advantage down that straight. And it looks like Oz Curtis has geared his car for straight line speed, so Riley's going to have to get it done in the slow corners. But unfortunately, Bremer is being lapped. So I think Bremer has actually, I think he's just given up, which is not what's going on here. What are you doing, Bremer? Oh, maybe he just didn't want to be a distraction for other cars.
Yeah.
Ghosted, you know.
Well, I mean, when
So
you're
just
lapped, you
let
get
them go.
ghosted. When you're lapped, you ghost anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So he's either ghosted or he has backed out. I think he may have left. Maybe. Just only reason being is that he has dropped down a lot, and the AI is only on 41%. So cars are going to catch that very quickly. But we move on. Rilo still only 2, 4, 5, 10, 6 tenths off of the back of Oz Curtis. But Accelerator now on the charge to take down Rilo. 1/10 off. Opens up his DRS, but Rilo also has that going for him. Is he going to duck down the inside? He's not. He's going to sit behind, tuck in nicely, and take turns 1 and 2 right behind him and just stick into his, there he is, 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane for Bremer. It is just going from bad to worse, and Bremer has DNF'd in pit lane, so he has retired in pit lane. So he will be starting in P20 for the main race.
Yep. Always a chance. And while that was all happening, Rapid Kahoot made it look very, very easy on Rapid JRAD up into P6. Or regain the position of P6.
Yeah, okay, right. Well, Accelerator is just struggling to get past Rilo here. Can't get any moves done. Got a little bit squirrely there and loses a little bit of time to Rilo ahead of him, but not too much. He's still on the back, only 4.5 tenths off now, but is slowly losing a little bit more and more. But is he going to be able to try and make a move soon? Is he going to try and get him down DRS with ERS? He's only got 33%, whereas Rilo on 70% ERS. We look at Curtis. He's got 56% ERS, and he is also within DRS range of Noodles. Noodles, though, probably in the worst position outside of DRS range, and is just going to have to count on his ERS to be able to stay ahead, or his straight line speed.
And while that was happening, Rapid JRAD thought he was on Dancing with the Stars because he was spinning like Tina Turner and down into P12.
Oh no, JRAD. Oh, that sucks.
Wrong
man.
sport, JRAD. Wrong sport.
Now look at this. We look at Waddington. Waddington up 4 positions from his starting place, up into P7. Currently 2.9 seconds off of the back of Kahoot, but is very soon going to be attacked by Beanie Millsy. I know that these two have had a coming together before, and it has not ended well. It ended in tears. It ended in bloodshed. I don't know if it did or not, but I know it ended in tears.
I reckon. No, build the rivalry.
Build the rivalry?
They hate each other.
They
saw
do.
them in pit lane, mate, and they'll throw spaghetti balls at each other before the race. As Jack Sully makes a move on Arkozal. They go wheel to wheel, pushes Arkozal wide. They just about touch. I don't know how they're both on the wall at the moment, but Jack Sully is just ahead of Arkozal. Arkozal on the inside. Arkozal's had to tuck behind, coming into the chicane, and there's going to be a steward's report put on for that one. I can almost guarantee it, because Arkozal was sunbaking at the beach while Jack Sully was pushing him wider than my mum. Oh gosh, I can make that joke because she's dead. All right, Arkozal coming down the main straight, has DRS. Is he going to get the position back? He's very, very close. Pushes in to the inside line on Jack Sully. Squeeze him a little bit. Jack Sully holds his line though. And Arkozal is going to have to stick in behind him. Oh, that was some good racing. That was wrong. That was wrong. I can't help it when I'm commentating things come out.
I'm not saying anything, man. But our Kozel now trying to fight back to Jack Sully. Only 3/10 off the back of him. It's probably the closest battle that we've got going on at the moment. Although we've still got Rilo and Accelerator and a Rilo and Oz Curtis. And now Rilo opens up his DRS, chasing down Oz Curtis ahead of him. Accelerator now falling further and further by the wayside to Rilo ahead of him. But Oz Curtis, is he going to be able to catch Noodles with a DRS and ERS, or has Noodles got the better straight line speed?
Man, Jack Sully's car is so wide right now that when it sits around the house, it sits around the house. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. So 23 viewers in chat, thanks for joining, guys. We'd love to see it. You're on round 9 here at Spain, or as a lot of people like to call it, Pain, for Wallaby Racing League. So if you're not part of the league, feel free to join. We've got a Discord link in the chat there somewhere. If you can't find it, just shout out and we'll get you on. We'll get you on. And there it is. Kozel now gets the position back on Jack Sully down the inside into turn 1, and it was an absolute stonking overtake. Beautifully done.
But Jack Sully's got the helmet, and he's got the pace, and he's going to come back at him. It looks like he does have a little bit more straight line speed, and this battle is going to go all the way to the wire. Love to see it. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. I reckon that's a bit of a... is that... Oh, no, there is a Haas around. Rapid Mickey is around again. He's not having a good day. Oh, not having a good day at the office at all.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Now Rilo, 3/10 off the back of Oz Curtis, now catching ever so slightly. But is it going to be enough with only 2.5 laps to go? Or do we think these are going to be the final positions for the race?
Yeah, I reckon Jack Sully and Cubistics now putting a lot of pressure on Jack Sully. And Jack Sully doesn't want to lose another position. He's in the top 10 at the moment for the main race. Cubistic trying to make a move on him. Is he going to do it? He's going to get DRS down that main straight, but does he have the pace? Jack Sully has a great exit there and opening up a little bit more speed from that exit. And they're both going to have DRS down this main straight. I don't think Cubistic is going to be close enough. Nope, he's gone shopping and his card has been declined. Stays in P11.
So this here, the battle that you're watching at the moment between 10 and 11, this is for the final point of the sprint series. Only top 10 get points with Wallaby Racing League for the sprint rounds. Top 15 for the feature race get points. So right now, Jack Sully is holding out that final point. Cubistic Flunky gets real sideways there and manages to correct it and hold on for the remainder of that corner there, and now is trying to do everything in his power to catch back up to Jack Sully, who he is putting as much pressure on. Right now, we haven't seen any safety cars either, which is fantastic to see. No massive incidents, no penalties, except for Bremer, but he has retired in pits. So I think this could be...
And Millsy is right behind Watto as well. He's been behind him this entire lap, actually. Just about touching his rear wing a couple of times, but he does get a bit squiggly there, and I think that will ruin his chance of getting the move done before the main race.
Yeah, lost almost 2/10. Yeah, 2/10 off that one little squig. That is a car around. Did I see a car around back there?
He did.
Who was it?
It was Storm Hutto.
Oh, man.
Storm Hutto was up to P19. Abstract's just DNF! Abstract's DNF! Abyss has gone around! Abstract's a bit, and Abyss have just come together on that chicane. And Abyss has gone around, Abstract's is DNF, so he's going to start P19 in the main event.
Oh,
and Abyss's tyres are lit up. He's spinning around like Tina Turner on crack in a junkie's house. Oh.
Did you see what happened?
Abyss. No, I just saw the end of it. I just saw them both spinning and Abstract's marrying the wall there like a bad orgy. So, yeah. JB, P17. Thought Mato coming P18. And Abstract's not having a fun time out there at the moment.
Oh, man, that's... yeah. That sucks.
Me and Abyss did not touch. I hit the yellow curb. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair call, bruh. Fair call.
So here we go.
Man.
Oz Curtis must have had a little bit of a moment
believe.
too. Because Oz Curtis now 7/10 off of Noodles. Whereas Rilo now 4/10. Yeah, this is the last lap right now. So Left for Dead now crosses the line and takes P1 for the sprint series, now cementing his place as the pole sitter for the feature race. Noodles in P2, so closing out the top grid there. Oz, Curtis and Rilo taking out the second line. Accelerator and then Kahoot, Waddington, then Millsy, Kozel, then Jack Sully. And the battle between those two is going to be one to watch in the feature race, I reckon. Kibestic Flunky and J-Rad, teammates starting next to each other as well. Restless Orb and then Striker in 13 and 14. Rapid Mickey in P15. Abyss with his unfortunate late spin there in P16. JBO in 17. Storm Hutto with another unfortunate spin at the end there in P18. And Abstracts going from a bad night last night to a worse night tonight. DNS in P19 and Bremer retires in pits in P20.
But in Abstracts we trust, mate. And
In
he's going to come
Abstracts we
through
trust.
this pack faster than a tapeworm on laxatives, I'm telling you.
You reckon?
Yep.
Nah,
I reckon Abstracts top 10 finish. Top 10 finish for Abstracts.
Abstract sandbagging confirmed. All right, we'll take those sandbags out of your car there, mate, and let's see you put it on.
Yeah.
I want to see you sending it, my man. Obviously not causing damage. That's not what we like to see. We don't want to see any.
Did I send it or didn't I send it?
We don't want to see any dangerous moves, but you know, have to forgive me for a second while I try and plug in my monitor.
Driver of the day is Rapid Mickey. This game has smoked more crack than a whore in a junkie house. Far out. That is ridiculous. No offense, Rapid Mickey. I love ya. But driving is certainly.
I thought you were about to
not
say
do
no
today.
offense to whores in crack houses. Oh, jeez.
It's okay, Abstracts. We are looking at it. It's okay. It's okay. We are checking.
Now, guys, take no notice of those points there on the right-hand side. They are not the points that we use. So let's move over to the sprint results, and we have a look here. Left for Dead in P1, but let's have a look and see who got the fastest lap. I can't see it. It'll be there somewhere. Oh, no, yeah, fair enough. Whatever.
I missed it as well.
Yeah, couldn't find it. That's all good. Sportsbet is paying $1.02 for Skillsy to lose his shit before the end of lap 1.
We are checking. Yeah, I do not know what you're talking about. Abstracts is like Leclerc at the moment. I am stupid.
So Mickey said, well, I went from P20 to P13 and then got hit on lap 1.
Well, that's true, Mickey. Sorry, I hope you didn't take any offense. Love ya. Love your work.
So, guys in chat, what are we predicting for the feature race? We want pole. Oh, we want P1, P2, P3, and first DNF.
And fastest lap.
And nah, 'cause that's going
Let's
for left.
go.
That's going to Left for Dead for sure. At least that's my thing. But I reckon Left for Dead P1. I reckon Oz Curtis P2, and then P3.
Mickey's Discord name is Mickey So Fine. I love that.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
And then I'm going to go Noodles P3. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The lights are counting down. We've got Left for Dead in P1 and Noodles in P2. The lights are now out, but that doesn't mean we go. But now we're off and racing. Left for Dead out on a strong start by the looks of it there. Gets a D's. We've already got a yellow flag. What is going on back there?
No, someone didn't start on the straight. Someone didn't start on the
no.
straight. But Bremer has absolutely threaded his way through. I'm down the back. I'm on board with Abstracts. And Bremer is up to P14. Abstracts up to P15. And he is stuck behind two cars by Abyss and the Restless Orb. And he's going to take Abyss out for dinner. He thinks about it. Just about goes down the middle. Chooses not to. But Abstracts up into P14. What a start by the Ferrari.
Abstracts now gets a double overtake.
Oh, he takes a piss. He gets out of the way. He nearly hits a J-Rat. Goes around the outside. Hits the curb. Stays on. Loses a couple of positions. Abstracts. Oh my gosh. He told him to send it. And he sent it.
What a move by Abstracts. Now Bremer now goes up into P12 as well. These two are on an absolute killer start Both of them, I'm guessing, starting on the soft tyres here. Let's have a look here. No, yes, both of them on the soft tyres. That is why they've got the speed, and that is why they've got the determination to get through as much of the pack as possible to get them into a better position for when they do need to pit later on in the session.
Told you, mate. Tapeworm on Laxus. Rapid Kahoot is up to a P4 on hard.
No!
Rilo started. Oh no,
Restless Orb just smashed into the back of Abstracts. That is going to give Abstracts rear wing damage. That was just atrocious from what I saw there. I was on board with it too. And that also put Abstracts into the back of another car. So he's now got most likely front wing damage and rear wing damage. So Restless Orb is now in pits changing his front wing, and Abstracts also changing his front wing. Going now onto the harder tyres. Didn't get wing damage.
Out the front. He's making a move on left for dead. Ryler on the stronger mediums. He does a switch back in the Sentry. He has gone wheel to wheel with left for dead. He's on the outside. He's going to have to switch back again. And he does. He comes on the inside. This is amazing racing. He's not quite close enough this time though. Ryler's had to tuck in behind as he comes up the hill for the left right hander. He's not going to have DRS just yet. And it looks like left for dead has held him off for now. Oh my goodness, what a race up front here as Ryler looks to take up first position from Left for Dead here. Left for Dead on those hard tyres. It doesn't look like they're fired up just yet, and they're going to be looking for DRS because Rylo's all over Left for Dead. Oh, like chicken pox on a baby.
You should see Rylo's top line speed too, or straight line speed I should say, is absolutely phenomenal. Even just down that back straight where the DRS position is, he managed to claw back 3.5 tenths.
Look at this down the main straight.
Look at this. Yeah, here we go. Noodles now picks up fastest lap with the 121.722.
He is just flying. And coming up to the first corner, Rilo takes inside line. Left for Dead tries to squeeze him, but he's not far enough up. And Rilo goes up into first place. They are wheel to wheel. Rilo takes the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix for the McLarens. Yeah, baby.
What an overtake too. Absolutely stunning fighting by the both of them, leaving enough room, plenty of respect given by both drivers, and that's exactly what we want to see in WRL. Exactly what we just want to see.
Riley says to Left for Dead, the sprint race don't mean shit.
Oh, Abstracts is DNF'd. He had rear wing damage.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Absolutely devastating for Abstracts. I was team Abstracts. He's sandbagging because he doesn't want to get promoted. That's what happened. That's heartbreaking.
I've just invited Abstracts to the party. I want to give him a bit of an interview, see what happened. I know exactly what happened.
Abstracts! So sad, man. My heart is breaking.
Oh no.
Just make sure you include your audio for us.
What happened?
I got a hectic start, me and Bremer, on the softs.
God, I was insane. I was on board with you.
I heard Duck say send it. I was like, alright, so I send it. Almost hit the rear end of J-Rod. I dived on the grass to avoid him.
I saw that, man. I was like, far out.
Coming into the final chicane, Restless all just come out of nowhere and just hit me from behind like a weekend to the club. Just ended me.
Yeah. So, did you have rear wing damage?
Red wing damage.
Yeah,
he smacked me, dude.
Yeah, I was on board with
damage.
I was on board with Restless when he missed his braking zone and just basically sent you into the abyss. I
just hope Bremer's race is okay because he smacked me into the back of Bremer too.
Yeah, so. I saw that as well. Bremer's still sitting in P14, so it seems to be doing okay. But oh man, look, we hate to see it. It was just one of those things, man. Even Henchman says it didn't even use lube on Abstracts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Forget about lube, man. He did a full reach around. Far out.
I'm gonna go waddle back to my bed now.
Yep, I would too. But alright, man. Well, have a good night.
Yeah, bro.
There it is. Abstracts giving his point of view on what happened there. In a very graphic manner as well, I might add. But Rapid Mickey now 3 tenths off of the back of J-Rad in P11. Now as Jack Sully and J-Rad go side by side, Jack Sully now loses out another position to Mickey. It is just going side by side as Jack Sully now takes it back on the inside to Mickey and says, I'll take that position back, and now tries to track down J-Rad, who also got down the side of him and said, no, I'll take that. Now, what is he going to do? Mickey now tries to go to the inside. And Mickey gets the position back.
Oh, wow. That's some good racing. Bremer is beached as thrown.
Oh, no. There he goes. He's off. That's good.
Head down, Bremer. One safety car away. Head down.
He's spun.
Oh.
He's spun again. It's all right. Just keep going, mate. Remember, top 15, get your points.
Come on. Come on, top 15 points, man. Top 15. McLaren needs you. You got this, man. Please.
I'm starting to wonder. Left for dead. Now 1.6.
Yeah, Riley's got a better setup, doesn't he?
Yeah, 1.6 seconds.
Oh, no! Jack Sully! He's just put too much gas on the car and he's just spun. I think he avoided the wall. But Mickey was putting pressure on him like a gay man in jail, and Jack Sully could not handle it and just spun around. Watch those tyres, Jack. They're going to be hot like a hooker. Oh, that is sad.
Oh, man.
Rapid Mickey dives into the pits as well, so Rapid Mickey looks like he's got a little bit of damage. He's probably coming in for that front wing. Let's have a look as he pits. I'll let you know.
No,
he's
front
just
wing.
doing
It's
a
just a
tyre
change.
Okay, so Jack's on those hard tyres. Very, very early for a hard tyre change.
Seemed like a slow stop too, that one. I don't know.
Super slow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We saw last night, Duck, we had, the top three had 3 different tyre strategies that all got them on the podium. So super interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, right.
Tyre strategy.
Yeah, saw the race winner, Zoltan, only did 1 stop from soft to hard, or hard to soft, one of the two. Hard to soft. I didn't see what the other guys were, unfortunately, as I was still battling down in P8, I think I finished.
Urban Growth went from medium to hard, and he stayed out with both safety cars.
Yeah.
So he got 3rd position. The second one went hard, medium.
Yeah, right. Who finished in 3rd? That was
Urban.
And second place was JTM. Yeah, that's right. So again, congratulations to those boys.
Joined.
Yeah,
great race by them. And how did you go last night, Duck?
I think I finished.
You did pretty well last night.
I had lots of stuff going on, but I finished in P8. I want to say P8 or even P7. I can't remember. I basically, once the race was over, I turned off the game and went and had a bit of a cool down session. I was not in a happy mood after the race.
Was not in a good place.
No.
Not in a happy place.
No, I wasn't in my happy place. But that's all right. I digress. I moved on. I'm happier now. To an extent. But let's have a look here.
Yeah, this is all sort of settled down a little bit. The closest battles we have is Rabbit, Kahoot, and Millsy in a bit of a battle here for 4th and 5th. Kahoot trying to chase down Noodles, but Kahoot looks like he's got a lot more pace now than in the sprint race. Kozel making a few moves. And the biggest news, I reckon, is Oz Curtis down in P7. And these hard tyres are just not doing it, mate.
No.
These hard tyres are not quick here at all.
I found that hard tyres were really hit and miss for drivers last night. They were either really good for some drivers or not great for the other ones. And it all depended on your setup and your tyre pressures, all of that sort of stuff. It just depends on what Oz Curtis is running. He could be waiting for the latest stint in the race and jumping onto those meds and going, full pelt from there. Trying to gain himself some positions again. But could it be too late? I don't know.
JBO is
so that is a full.
Yeah, it's a full safety
Force
car.
Yellow, but is there a safety car? No, it is a virtual safety car.
Why?
Don't know. Can't see any reason as to why there would be a virtual. If somebody saw
Mickey.
anything in chat.
Oh,
Mickey?
Mickey, you're so fine. You blow my mind. There's no front wing.
That'll be why then.
And JBO is he's AI, I think. He's been AI for a long while now.
Has he?
Yeah, I think so. So maybe he needs an invite.
I'm wondering if he forgot that it was a sprint session.
Possibly.
So JBO may be disqualified, and we go back to green flag racing. DRS is back to being enabled, and Rapid Kahoot in that whole entire BSC managed to catch up to Noodles and is now 3/10 off the back of Noodles.
And in the perfect position as well, coming through this slow chicane, he's going to get right on up him before the DRS. So DRS can be enabled here. And Kahoot has some straight line speed in this Red Bull.
Yeah, absolutely. Cracker commentator Homer Simpson says, bro, this commentator is on fire. He absolutely is. This is the man that I love sitting in the box with. Don't get me wrong, I love sitting in the box with all the other commentators, but this one right here is my number one go-to guy. He is my muse.
Shucks.
He's my muse.
Oh, shucks.
He's the guy I go to bed thinking about.
Oh, I think about your voice.
Yeah, it's really strange. Very strange.
It's not. You let us know in the
really
comments
is.
if you like Duck's voice or not, because I reckon I've heard it on a hotline before once or twice.
Once or twice, mate. You would have heard it a number of times. Dick
So
Cheese, but
Rabagoot,
no, it's not Dick Cheese.
While we're talking some rubbish, Rabagoot makes the move on Noodles on those hard tyres, in those and it wasn't even down the DRS straight either. So Rapid Kahoot up into P3, and you love to see it. But Noodles looks like he's coming back at him. He has the DRS. He's very close. 2 tenths behind Kahoot coming into the final sector. Kahoot's going to have to get a move on and do some driving because Noodles is right up his behind. So around this slow chicane we go.
Starting to even out a little bit here. It looks like Noodles is starting to drop off with those tyres on the hards there. Waiting for that second stint and that second win to come back into the life of these guys, but I don't know if it's going to happen. It didn't happen for me last night. I know it didn't happen for a few others, but it definitely worked for Zoltan, so it's going to be interesting to see how these tyres go. Yeah, that's right, the Dick Skills Show. So the other commentator, by the way, sorry I didn't mention his name before, Homer, is Matty Skills.
Hey, bro.
He's our resident
So funny
commentator.
story, while all this is settled down, I got in my car this morning and I went for a drive, 15-minute drive, out to an appointment for work, and out to see some friends actually. And I got out of my car and I heard a little meow, meow, and I was like, oh no, I've ran a cat over, And so I thought I'll just reverse and run it back over the other way and make sure it's dead because I didn't want to deal with like a broken leg. I didn't want to deal with a broken leg. I didn't want to deal with a broken leg or anything, right? And so my wife got the kids away, and I came back and the cat's still meowing, right? And it had climbed in my grill, and it was between my grill and my radiator. Sitting in front of my radiator for a drive for 15 minutes. I had to undo the front grill to get it out.
Oh my god.
It was a little kitten, 12 weeks old.
Was it okay?
Crap you not. It was fine. It was very scared. Going 110 k's an hour in my front
Why wouldn't you
grill,
be? My god.
But yeah, insane, right? But it was
That's
alive.
crazy.
And the kids spent the whole day with it, and then our neighbour came around and said, oh, I think that cat's ours. And we're like, okay, well, this is what happened.
Well, he came for a 15-minute drive with me, mate.
Yeah, and if you Google it, it's amazing how many cats
That's a
style
car
are.
around. We just saw a car around down the back here. That is Rapid. Mickey is not having much luck here in pain. As his teammate almost goes around as well as he goes through him. Must have had a bit of a crap your dack moment there.
So Rilo, 2 seconds ahead of Left 4 Dead on those mediums, and the hard tyres have not come back like Left 4 Dead would have helped. So Rilo right now in the box seat for this Grand Prix, and the tough thing for Rilo now is if he doesn't get a safety car, he's going to have to pit the next 5 or 6 laps, and then a safety car after that certainly benefits Left 4 Dead. So all eyes on Rilo to see what he does with his pit strategy here.
Bremer, if you are listening in chat, mate, just with you being ghosted, as Rilo now enters the pits, he just must have heard you there, Skillsy, and listened to his team principal and said, yeah, I'll jump to the pits now. Bremer, if you are listening, my man, if you could just do us a favour while you are in that ghosted mode, just jump. You need to jump off the racing line and get out of the way of the drivers that are lapping you, just so it doesn't cause any major issues with drivers going through you and maybe getting a bit worried and possibly spinning. That would be fantastic.
So Rilo comes out down in P10, just ahead of Jack Sully, but he has bought himself some clean air. So that is quite a good pit stop for Rilo, because there's not much between him and Accelerator. He's got 4.5 seconds of clean air, and he get his head down and really start to get the job done.
And
on
that
those
is
cold tyres,
Accelerator around again.
Yeah. The Haas, it's not Haasing very well today.
That
was a terrible pun.
He put into chat, Mickey not so fine. First time with no TC at Spain. And J-Rad is out. That's going to bring out a safety car.
J-Rad is DNF'd. And it's going to bring out a safety car. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 and Sector 2. We have a full safety car just after Rilo pits. And Rilo must be absolutely spewing. This has been manipulated, man. This has been manipulated, man.
That is up the uphill chicane.
But the good benefit here is it is too early. Well, I was going to say it's too early for Left 4 Dead and for Kahoot to pit. But it looks like they're going to try and go hard, mediums.
It's looking like that.
Rilo, don't worry about the Delta, mate. You just got to get around ahead of him. Put the foot down. So this makes it super interesting for the rest of the race.
He could potentially get out. He is now coming down main straight.
He's going to come out front.
Right on board with him. Oh, he could do. I think he's going to come out behind.
No, he's not.
He's going to come out behind both of them here. He will, yeah, behind both. So it puts himself back up into P3, but that's okay. He's on the hards though. That's where it's going to hurt him a little bit. We go to the tyre strategy here.
Well, Rilo's chosen to stay out.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to go long now. He's going to have to go to the end of the race. But we saw what happened last night when they went to the end of the race in the hards, and Urban Growth just got absolutely nailed.
Yeah.
You know, like a cheap skank in Sydney on a Friday night.
Rapid Mickey now goes on to 4-lap old soft tyres in the pits there in P19. No, he retires in the pits. Restless Orb also in P18. Storm Hutto in P16. Let's have a look at the grid as we see it right now. Left 4 Dead up in his what he believes to be his rightful position after he started P1 in the sprint round, losing out that position to Rilo, who is now sitting in P3 behind Rapid Kahoot. After that unfortunate safety car for Rilo, but a very fortunate safety car for the two up ahead. Millsy in P4, Noodles in P5, Cubistic Flunky 6, Oz Curtis still sitting down in P7. Is this going to be the time where he shines and tries to get back up there? It's a bit of a argy-bargy going down here with Oz Curtis and Arkozel by the looks of it. Arkozel in P8, Accelerator in P9, Jack Sully P10. We've got the two boys in the Williams, Abyss and Waddington in 11 and 12, Striker in 13, JBO 14, Bremer in 15, Storm Hutto in 16, just coming out of the pits now, and Restless Orb in 17 on the fresh, hard tyres.
And I can't get out of race director. What's going on here?
What do you mean? You can't get out of race director?
No.
Oh.
Back?
Have you unplugged it back in again?
Oh, this is annoying. I'm going to have to leave and you have to re-invite me, I think.
Mickey says rear wing damage, race is over. Can't do anything with that. Yeah, man, I've been there and I have been there before. I'm not too sure.
Rapid J-Rad. What happened, mate? Include your audio. Well, you came into the party, so...
It's the same thing that happened when I spun in the sprint race. It's the inconsistency of no TC in the game.
Yeah.
Just dirty air around here is really fucked.
Language, man, you're on stream.
Sorry.
All good.
I'm just in a bit of a... I'm really annoyed.
Yeah, look, we've all been there, man. You've done extremely well tonight, though, and it's just a bit unfortunate as to how that ended.
My qualifying was so good, and I'm like,
yeah, it was.
I actually might have a chance of getting in the top 5, and then it kind of all just went downhill.
Yeah. We hate to see it, but look, man. In the words of the great Wise War Machine, come back stronger next week, yeah? In Baku, how you feeling for Baku?
Baku's one of my all-time favourites.
Yeah.
I did get P2 last season in Div 1
Yep.
for Rapid. And all around it's just a good circuit for me. So
There we go. It's on then.
hopefully we'll come back stronger tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see if I can get the podium tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome, man. Well, thanks
Alright.
for joining us. We'll see you a bit later on. Or actually, we'll probably see you in Discord anyway. So, but thanks for joining, man.
No worries. Enjoy
Cheers,
the
mate.
race.
Thanks, mate.
I'm gonna have to leave and come back, Duck. I'm stuck on race director.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
right, bro.
crazy.
I'll send you an invite. Let me know when. So it looks like
Alright,
we
yeah.
might get one
Shoot
more
this one
position
through.
here. One more lap here because we are still waiting for Storm Hutto to catch back up.
Actually, I can join off you.
Someone has just left the session. Matt Skills left the session. That'll be why. Don't know what's wrong with the track there. It's not showing a full course yellow. There's one corner where it's just greyed out. J-Rad, what happened to J-Rad? J-Rad spun, my man. He went around on the left-right uphill chicane and put it into the wall. Kind of unfortunate for him. But
Yeah.
this is going to be probably one of the best battles at the end of this race with Left 4 Dead, Kahoot, and Rilo. Rilo probably on the worst tyres of the lot, now being on 3-lap old hard tyres. He's not going to be able to fire them up as he would like to in the safety car. It's so hard to fire these tyres up around here under a safety car condition, and he's not even swerving. So now he's swerving. So safety car in this lap. We are going to go racing in just a few moments, and Matty Skills is back. So the guy to watch here, Rilo, as he is going to want to try and fight to get as much of that back as possible after he lost out due to that safety car. We look at the stops here, and now everybody has made a stop. We see two drivers down at the bottom there with 3 stops each. And we look at the no, we're not going to look at the telemetry. We're going to remove the tyres, and we're going to go back to the camera for the full race here. We're going to go right on board with Kahoot to see if he gets caught sleeping, or if Left 4 Dead gets caught sleeping, and Rapid Kahoot can get the jump on him as soon as possible. The pack is starting to back up, and Left 4 Dead has now dropped the gun. Said, "See you later, boys. I am going to out of here." Rapid Kahoot doesn't get caught sleeping though, but Rilo now up the side of Rapid Kahoot manages to tuck in at the very last second. B&E Millsy now sits behind him, while Noodles is still trying to come back at B&E Millsy, but Left 4 Dead already out in the distance, 4/10 to Rapid Kahoot. Kubistic now loses a spot, same with Striker. Waddington now gains that position back. Whew.
Oz Curtis got the position done on Kozel and Cubistic up into P6 from that restart. It was fantastic.
beautifully
And
done.
Millsy putting pressure on Rilo right now on every single corner. So Rilo forcing to have to defend. He's losing a bit of time to Kahoot. Remember, he's on those hards, so he's got to be under pressure by everyone else that's around him on those medium tyres.
Well, Rilo is the only one in the top 8 to be on hard tyres, so he's going to be coming under attack. And all of these tyres are only 3 laps old, so this has not worked out in his favour whatsoever with that safety car. He's going to be under the pump.
Kozel takes the position back from Oz Curtis. They go wheel to wheel. They were very, very close not to come together there, Duck, but Oz Curtis comes back at WR Kozel again. Gets it done into P6.
Beautifully done. Nice racing there for these two. But we also see that Accelerator now wants to join that fight. Kozel now only 2 tenths behind Oz Curtis. Is he going to try and send it down the inside on turn 1? No, he doesn't. He tucks back in and he goes through, following the tail of... It gets real squirrely there though, and now loses a lot of time as Accelerator now goes around the outside but goes real wide on Kozel and doesn't manage to get the move done. But Accelerator is definitely trying to put in as much effort as he can as he now goes down the inside. Can he get the position? He doesn't. Now he's going to try and tuck back in on the inside here and try and wait for the better time to make the overtake. So Oz Curtis now 6 tenths behind Noodles. We've got a driver out. That is Storm Hutto. Storm Hutto is now out, and that is going to bring out another full course safety car. This could be exactly what Rilo needs to get back onto the better tyres and fight his way back up into the top 3. Or is he going to sit there and choose track position? I think you'll probably choose track position. Yeah,
he's got to
exactly.
stay out. I think the tyre choice has forced his hand, unfortunately. I think he's got to stay out with those hards. hope for another safety car and then get on those meds or the softs late in the race. But Rilo with it all to do now.
Yeah,
A
it's
little
going
bit
to be
biased because he is my driver. I do apologise.
it's going to be interesting though. But look at that, your reserve driver is in for a point at least at this stage.
Points are points. Points are points. Me and
Absolutely.
unique double point McLaren finished on Sunday night there, Duck. I'm not sure if you
Beautifully
saw,
done.
but
I did see. I saw you finish in
P4
P9.
qualifying, you know.
Yep. P9 was it?
P9 in the sprint race. Yeah.
Another P9 for you, mate. It's two races in a row with a P9.
Yeah. I gained 5 positions off the first, off the start too in the main race up into
Hell
turn
yeah.
1. P4 into turn 1.
Show tyres, please, when you can. No. There you go. So like I said, top 8 all on the mediums except for Rilo on those 6-lap old hards. So he is in a bad position here. Unfortunately, this safety car just doesn't mean anything for him. Beanie Millsy on the back of him the entire restart there. Not managing to get the position done though, with Rilo, putting his car wherever he needs to put it to not allow Millsy get past. We've got Noodles behind Millsy. Oz Curtis up into P6 now. Arcozal P7. Accelerator 8. Cubistic Funky in P9. We're going to go racing, I reckon, on this next lap. Accelerator P8. Cubistic Funky P9. And Jack Sully rounding out the top 10. Sorry.
No, you're right. I was just agreeing with you. I think the pack is bunched up and we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Surely this lap, the safety car will come in. Late calling. Come on.
Absolutely. I reckon we'll get the call as the safety car comes onto this main straight, or the little back straight here. Maybe.
Nah, one more lap.
Yeah, one more lap. Really?
That's ridiculous. This game is
Come on,
rubbish.
Come on, Bert.
Far out, man. We didn't come here to watch safety cars. We came here to watch racing.
Bert Mylander just wants a bit more time on track.
That's true. That's true.
But with him staying out on track one more lap, it could help Rilo fire his tyres up to get him the better
It also gives
to
him a
get
better chance to
I
get
should
in
say.
those hards. Yeah, it gives him a chance to get those hards to the end of the race as well.
Yeah.
Another lap under safety car.
Yep.
Because
They'll
all these
get
medium
there.
runners
You
are
can
going
get-
to have to pit.
You can get about 27 laps on the hards.
Really?
Yeah. So, and then mediums, you could probably get, I think it's like 22, maybe 23. I could be very
No.
wrong. Yeah, serious. I could be very wrong. But that's what I thought.
I thought it was 15, 16 on the mediums.
You're tripping balls.
Nah, I'm not.
Oh, the mediums.
Yeah, on the mediums.
Oh, then yeah, you're not tripping balls. Probably.
You just
15,
said 22,
16. Probably
23
15.
on the
Probably,
mediums.
and I said I could be wrong. But I know that the hards can go roughly 27 laps.
Yeah. Maybe not the way Ryler's being forced to defend on him.
No.
With the pressure off Millsy was all over him like a rash on that first restart. What does B&E stand for? Is that like balls
Brisbane.
in my ear? Oh, Brisbane.
I don't know. I made that up.
No, it's the Brisbane call for the airplane.
It is the Brisbane call sign.
It is, yeah.
Well, it's the bag tags. I know that much.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And there we go. Left for Dead. Left for Dead has the fastest lap with a 1:24.78. It's a fast lap. So lap 19. We are definitely going to go racing on this lap.
Oh, we've got a random join our lobby.
Yeah, he can't race. So no, he can't race anyway.
Yeah.
So it's fine. He'll leave in a sec.
So
Yeah,
here
there
we
he
go.
goes. Are we not going racing yet? Yeah, we are. Okay, good.
We are.
Yeah.
I'll watch
So-
the back.
I'm going to ride on board once again with Kahoot and see if he gets caught sleeping or is Left for Dead going to get the better start. Kahoot may know exactly what Left for Dead does for his restarts, as Left for Dead is off and away, and that has caught Kahoot sleeping. 4 tenths off the mark already, and we've got 4 wide going down Main Straight here. What is going to happen? There is a crash! That is Rilo out, and that is Accelerator. Oh my God, that was Beanie Millsy and Rilo. Rilo is still in it, but that is a big crash.
I called it.
I saw it when it was
Called it.
4 wide. 4 wide was not good.
Millsy gets excited, and the biggest winner out of that was Oz Curtis, who's come up to P4 now. Oz Curtis 3/10 behind Noodles, and he just flew right past those guys that spun. An absolute heartbreak for the McLarens.
Oh my God. Bremen now up to P11, so gaining himself some more points. Rilo's still in it for the points there as well. I probably wouldn't invite anyone to the party for an interview with that one, because we may get a barrage for a barrage of swear words.
Absolutely, that was 4 wide. That was ridiculous, guys. It's not one-on-one in one corner.
Oh my God, that was a brutal crash too. That was just... I'm quite surprised them all weren't taken out in that.
I was trying to get up there. I was watching the back. I was trying to get up there. I totally missed everything that happened.
Oh, I saw it from front on because I was riding on board with Kahoot from like the front on angle, so it was watching the back, the whole pack. And
so Riley doesn't have any damage, so he has chosen to stay out on those hard tires. So he must not have any damage. But Riley's alright. He'll get his head down, and he'll get back to work.
So let's go back down here. So Noodles 5/10 off Kahoot, Curtis 3 and 4/10 off of Noodles, and Kahoot so far coming up into the pack. Now up into P4. He wants to try and get back onto the podium because the podium position for him is going to be exactly what he needs to get to further his title lead. He is the current.
Who's P4?
Curtis. Curtis
Oh, I thought you said
P4.
Kahoot.
No. Curtis.
I was like, oh, I'm in the wrong lobby.
Again? No. Kozel in P5, Accelerator P6, Flunky in 7, Watto in 8, P9 is Jack Sully, and P10 is JBO. We didn't have this many DNFs last night, I swear.
Nah, absolutely not, as Noodles is 3/10 behind Kahoot. And just a quick shout out to Noodles, who does match his helmet to his car. I think that's a beautiful touch there, Noodles. And I just want to let you know that it's recognised.
It's recognised. Noodles will most likely feel validated right now for he feels like he's seen.
I love it. He is one sexy little Asian, for sure.
So Kahoot 1.8 off of Left 4 Dead. I think Left 4 Dead is now in a position to just sit and coast for the entirety of this race and pull it right to the end on those medium tyres. He's just got to nurse them to the finish, and he could take out P1 here for his race win.
Well, he's like Lewis Hamilton. He's great from the front, isn't he? But it's fantastic to see Kahoot up in P2 there in the Red Bull. Drives for a shit team, but he's a great driver. So good to see him up in P2.
He drives for a better team than the one sitting behind him.
Well, that's arguable, isn't it, Duck?
It is arguable.
Yeah, but if you define the best team by most wins, just shit out of luck.
I don't define best team by most wins. I define best team.
That's an easy comeback, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Oh man, so Noodle's still 5/10 off of 6/10 off of Kahoot ahead of him. Oz Curtis, Left 4 Dead, now picks up the fastest lap again with a 1:20.039 on those medium tyres for the Alfa Romeo. Curtis in P4, 7/10, 8/10 off of the drivers ahead of him. He is struggling to gain any more time on Noodles ahead. Kozel 6, now 5, now 4, now 5/10 off of Oz Curtis in P4. He, I reckon, is going probably a couple of laps, and he's going to be starting to put the fight to Oz Curtis to try and get an overtake done. Accelerator also trying to join that battle there for P4, 5 and 6. Now 4/10 off of Kozel. Watto now 1.9, almost 2 seconds off of Accelerator ahead of him in P7. Jack Sully in P8, P9, JBO, P10 is Bremer. Bremer now fighting his way up the pack. He was not in a great position before, but we are starting to see a bit of a DRS train behind him.
So yeah, Bremer's managed to unlap himself with that safety car, which is absolutely fantastic. He's on those 70-lap old hards. He does have a penalty, but another safety car and he'll be all right. That was a great summary too, by the way, Doug. That was making me a bit moist. So Rilo down in P13, just a little bit of talk here. So Rilo has gained 4 seconds in the last lap and a half He is currently 14.8 seconds away from the leader, and we lose an average of 20 seconds in the pit. So if he does make these hards go to the end, mate, watch out. There
Yeah, he
still might
could
be a
be
race
on.
here.
If there's another safety car, what do you reckon he should do? Do you reckon he pits, or do you reckon he stays out and tries to gain track position? Because I reckon there he goes
Depends
for
where he
that.
is.
That is a very easy overtake on Striker.
He's flying.
Yeah. Yep. Now, he sets his sights on the two cars ahead of him, which is Kubistic, Flunky, and Bremer. Is there going to be a bit of a team play here by Bremer? Bremer, if I was
Surely.
you listening in the chat right now, if you see your teammate coming up behind you, mate, let him pass, because he has the pace, and he is
This
all...
is your team. This is your team principle. Let him pass. Give him
Yep.
DRS. Let him pass.
Oh my God,
Ooh.
Rilo gets right up the back of Kubistic, Flunky as he gets a bit locky and sends a bit of smoke on the left rear there. Rilo, though, all over the back of these two boys here, and he's going to open it up in DRS. And there it is. DRS is open. Has he got the ERS? And there it is. He lets him pass, and he goes down the inside. He doesn't. He sticks it back up behind Kubistic, but gets a little bit squirrely there and manages to give Kubistic Flunky the space that he needs. And this has not ended well for Flunky, though, because he has now got no DRS. As I think, personally, Bremer has let
Bremer's
these
just
two
done
by.
absolute, yeah,
Big brain
that's
moves.
an absolute masterclass team play by Bremer there.
Absolutely. I think that is the biggest brain move I have seen out of any league race. I think that's perfect
that's-
timing to let him pass. And look at this. Oh, he sits back, doesn't make the move. I think he's going to wait for just that final DRS zone again down the main straight. He'll sit behind Kubistic Flunky. Mate, Bremer.
Yeah, great team play, Bremer.
Oh, I'm honestly
I
I'm
was
so
going to buy you a
impressed by
zinger
that.
box. Yeah, me too. Pulled over, pulled the DRS, knew what he was doing, didn't give Flunky the DRS zone. Coming up, he's still got the DRS as well, getting on the back of Riley, so it didn't affect his race at all, and he's still got a little bit of the DRS zone as well, so fantastic.
Well done, Abstracts. I can see that you can do math. Very good. Well done.
What did he say?
11 plus 11. Oh, sorry, 11 plus 33 equals 44. So Perez plus Max equals Lewis Hamilton.
Left for dead then, 2.3 seconds ahead of Rapid Kahoot, who's still getting a lot of pressure from Noodles, but able to fend it off quite well. There is still a battle at the top, and Oz Curtis for P4. But here we go, Rilo down the back straight then. He will hit his DRS. He is a lot closer this time, and you would think with that straight line speed, he's going to make it easy into turn one. His DRS comes wide open. He pumps the ERS. He goes out to the inside lane, and there's not much Flunky can do about it. He tries to squeeze him a little bit, but Riley says, mate, whoa, come on, far out. Rilo's got some unluck here. You can't squeeze like that, mate. You're going off to the stewards after this race. Holy dolly.
Was that Flunky? And yeah.
Flunky and Rilo. Can't squeeze when you're side by side like that, man.
My gosh.
Rilo was on there. Rilo was on there. That's all I'll say. No further comment.
Yeah. Abstracts in chat says bloody Alpines, man.
Bloody Alpines.
You know what? I raced for
That was
Alpine,
bad.
but I
That
was.
bad.
I'm going to say it now and publicly. I was begging to get traded, and unfortunately,
Who's your TP?
Frizy, and he wouldn't let it happen
Oh,
because he said no. Because you show up every race, I know that you're consistent. I'm not letting you go.
fair enough.
And yep,
And he likes the dick. So,
he loves. Yeah.
loves the dick fries he does. He sounds, when he commentates, he sounds like he's got one in his mouth. Constantly.
So
know what I mean?
yeah. So Millsy has put in a ticket already against Rilo, as he's put into the chat in Discord.
Against Rilo?
Yeah, he says, Rilo, bro, come on, man. No, not for that move just then. That was for the main straight DNF.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, against Rilo.
Cracks fingers. I crack my fingers. Ready to help Rilo with his appeal.
So JBO now picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, but Left for Dead still out in front as Rapid Kahoot trying everything in his power to fight off Rapid Noodles behind him, or sorry, RRT Noodles behind him. Now only 5 tenths behind they are just going to sit here. We know that these two work together. We've seen it in the past. Oz Curtis has definitely seen it in the past. But Oz Curtis now is starting to catch Noodles ahead of him, but is still struggling by the looks of it in the straight line areas. Noodles is inside of the DRS range of Kahoot, and that is helping him get pulled along, and that is not helping Curtis. And it looks like Kahoot could be playing the big brain game here for Noodles. Trying to allow Noodles to catch up to Curtis in the driver standings. One driver that is still struggling to catch back up is Accelerator behind with a 2-second gap to these boys ahead.
No.
Rilo now picks up a 3-second time penalty, and when it rains, it pours. And Rilo now picks. Yeah. Oh,
he
man.
picked it up by spinning. He lost traction, and as a result, he went over the track limits and picked up that 3-second time penalty, which was absolutely so unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah, even Abstracts knows what I'm talking about in chat there. Curtis versus Noodles and not and Kahoot, not again. We saw what happened last time in Canada, and it just did not end well. So Rilo now into the pits. Rilo, do not retire. Good boy. Yep, excellent work. Now exits the pits, and he's going to try and pick up some fastest lap points there by the looks of it. So let's have a look here. So Curtis still trying to catch up. Only now 5/10 behind Noodles. Managed to catch up by 1/10 throughout that last lap. Accelerator still only 2 seconds off of the back of these boys. That is a yellow flag. We have a driver around. That is Restless Orb. He is not having a very good race tonight. He is 1 minute 34 off of the leaders, which means he has been lapped.
Hey, Watto currently making a move on Kozel. He has found some speed with those hard tyres, and he's coming up behind him. He's going to take the inside line. Can he get the move done on Kozel? They go side by side. Kozel comes back at him, takes the lead back to him into P6, and Watto's had to tuck him behind. I'm not sure if there's a little touch there. But
Oh!
Oh no! Watto has gone into the back of Kozel. Kozel lost his grip there, had to put on the anchors, and Watto had absolutely nowhere to go, has lost his front wing, and that will be it for Kozel, I would think. With our rear wing damage, and that was just unlucky for Watto, but that'll be off to the steward's office as well, I'm sure.
What is happening
That was just
tonight?
that was just unlucky. Unlucky. Watto had nowhere to go.
Absolutely nowhere.
And Kozel had to catch the spin. There's not much else you can do in that situation.
Oh, man.
Not much
It
else.
sucks. I was looking at the Williams team chat tonight, and Watto was absolutely pumped for this race. He was so excited. It's a brand new Watto that I haven't seen in a little while, with a bit of excitement, and you know, it's
here
just,
we go.
it sucks
Noodles
to
is
see.
super close stuck. He had a great exit. He comes on the side of Kahoot and makes it easy as you like. Gets the job done well before the apex, and Kahoot is just a passenger as he just got a little bit squiggly on the exit of the last turn there, and Noodles up into P2 then, with Oz Curtis on Kahoot's backside for good measure.
This is bringing back nightmares for Curtis. I can already see what he's going to be saying in his own helmet, sitting there going, "Not Canada again. Please don't let this happen again." We saw what happened, guys. If you don't remember, there seemed to be a bit of team play, and unfortunately, Kahoot went up the inside of Curtis with 18 seconds worth of time penalties at the very last lap. Curtis was on for pole because Noodles had penalties, and unfortunately tapped the inside of Curtis, and Curtis had to go the long way around, and unfortunately lost out to a win. Actually, I think he completely lost out to a podium in general because
We
of
are
it.
checking.
So Curtis feed, yep. Spain.
Rilo going in for the soft tyres, going after the fastest lap then.
Yep. So Curtis now managed to lose time against Oz Curtis. Noodles now picks up fastest lap, 1:19.773. But yeah, Curtis now loses a lot of time to Kahoot ahead of him, 7/10 off of Kahoot. Before he was only 3/10 off of Kahoot, I should say. And now Kahoot is now trying to fight back against Noodles, but I think this is where he's going to sit in that third position. Left for Dead definitely seems to be looking like he is just being a dominant Sunday driver here. 31 laps so far, and is just sitting in a very, very easy position. 2 seconds ahead of Noodles behind him. Accelerator.
And the crazy Watto, drinking his cup of tea, says, I don't need a front wing. Front winger for pussies. And he's going to finish his race with no wing there, Duck. Apparently P9.
My God. How is he taking these corners? Easily, by the looks of it. Riding on board with him
Yeah,
now.
that's right.
He's just taking him like absolute boss. Look at
Doesn't
that.
need a
Nicely
front wing,
done.
mate. We're out here living in 2023. He's living in 2075.
While we've got cars catching the very rear of him, he lets them pass. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful driving by him. You know, that's absolute respect. Just shows so much respect for a lot of drivers on track, and it's so unfortunate that he managed to cop the worst luck of anyone in this league. I would say personally, because it's just every week something happens to him, and it's just he's the most he's the most gentleman driver out there.
Because he's a pom.
Yeah, okay. Because he's a pom.
What happens, you know?
So Abstract
Same
says the
race.
reason why Left 4 Dead is winning is because he gave him his Alfa Romeo from last night. I don't know how you gave it to him, mate. It was in pieces, wasn't it?
Oh, shots fired. I was going to say it, but I held back. And
didn't.
Duck has got this scorch out, and he's just scorched Abstracts right in the wound and put salt in there for good measure.
So Oz Curtis now finding a little bit more pace on the second last lap, but not enough. Only 5/10 off of Kahoot. He's going to need to put everything in it now to try and get up to Kahoot. Kahoot only on 24% ERS. Oz Curtis on 57% ERS. Noodles on 16% ERS. These guys are going to try and do everything in their power to try and get the position done on the driver ahead of them. You know, Noodles trying to take, Kahoot trying to take Noodles.
Rapid
And
Kahoot.
what's...
Yeah, and Kahoot just had a
There we
terrible
go.
exit there, Duck. He sticks it on the inside, though. He has DRS open as Oz Curtis comes around the outside. He's going to make him go the long way around. Kahoot, can he brake later? He does brake a little bit later. They go wheel
there's
to wheel.
contact.
They just about touch. Kahoot just about spins, but he keeps it on the track. This is fantastic driving. Oz Curtis on the outside, loses a little bit of time there. There's not much grip, but he comes back now as Kahoot looks to try and squeeze him. He's got the inside line. He does brake later, but Kahoot's tyres looks like they've gone. And Accelerator says, thank you very much on the last lap. I will take the third step on the podium as you two ladies can fight it out. Oh, Accelerator goes P3.
Does that ring any bells to you? That whole sequence just there, where Accelerator sneaks up the inside, was that not a Silverstone moment for you?
That was a Silverstone moment.
Lewis
Absolutely.
Hamilton,
I mean, I
Perez.
thought you were talking about being raked, or like when I was a 12-year-old girl, but no.
No.
That certainly Silverstone, yes. As Accelerator. Oh no! Oz Curtis goes onto the beach. He goes very, very wide, and these tyres are gone. These tyres have absolutely no grip in them whatsoever. As Left 4 Dead comes home to take the win at the Spanish Grand Prix. Noodles P2, Accelerator P3, and Rapid Kahoot P4. Oz Curtis P5. Duck, what a race! What a finish! It had everything.
Oz Curtis just then moved over and let Rapid Kahoot pass. Oz Curtis knows that he had something, that he was at fault for something along those lines in that sector of racing that we just saw, and has done the very gentlemanly thing and moved over for Kahoot to let him back pass. So Kahoot takes P4 off of Oz Curtis. Very nicely done there. But we have a look at the standings. Left 4 Dead in P1, Noodles P2, Accelerator P3, Rapid for P4, Curtis P5. Cubistic Flunky in the Alpine in P6, and I hate how it goes so quickly. And Bremer picks up P9. Very well done,
what
mate.
A comeback. Driver of the day goes to Titty Vasectomy Obese. OCE. I'm not sure why he's got 2 leagues in his name.
TTV.
Yeah, TTV, Titty Vasectomy.
Twitch TV,
Racing.
lads. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
that's what he's talking about.
What is it? Titty TV?
Yep, Titty TV.
Oh, is it Twitch TV?
Twitch TV.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
Yes.
Oh, I've been trying to work it out this whole time, eh?
Yeah. So let's go back over to the
Oh.
race here. So in P6 was Cubistic Flunky. P7 was Abyss. Can you invite the top three, which will be Left for Dead,
can.
Noodles, and Accelerator for the weekend? So P7 Abyss, P8 Striker, P9 is WRL Bremer with a massive comeback fight from last place. P10 is Jack Sully, P11 Waddington, P12 JBO, P13 is Arcozal, Rilo in 14, 15 is Restless Orb, Millsy in P16, Storm Hutto, J-Rad in 17 and 18, Mickey in 19, and Abstracts with his DNF in P20. Of those drivers, we have 5 drivers who have DNF'd, which is very, very unfortunate for them. And then we go on to, actually, I'll have a quick look at the fastest lap, which was Left for Dead with a 1:19.424 as well. We go back over to the race weekend results. Left for Dead taking out the top spot, of course, picking up the top spot for the sprint and also the top spot for the race itself. In P2, we have Noodles, who managed to steal that, well, not steal, but get a very good overtake down DRS on the main straight there of Kahoot after he went a little bit squirrely. And then P3 Accelerator. Guys, welcome to the chat. Guys, if you could just make sure you include your audio, that would be fantastic. Hello?
Accelerator.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, excellent. Yep, sweet,
Mate,
sweet, sweet,
Mate.
Is it? Carl, I've just got one question.
Yeah, sure.
Is it?
Go
Is
ahead.
it your birthday?
Well, no, it isn't my birthday.
You got given an absolute gift.
Yeah, mate, whatever. I really appreciate that gift, mate. That was amazing, you know. I didn't expect that. Really didn't expect.
Absolutely fantastic, mate. Could you believe it? You just double overtake on the last lap
know.
of P3, mate. Well done.
Exactly, mate. It's very amazing to have a P3. Actually, to be honest, I came into this race without even expecting some points because school just started and I've been very busy. So I had not had enough practice at all. I just practiced like 10-15 minutes earlier before the race. So I came into this race without practice and nothing expected. But surprisingly, I'm on the podium. Maybe it's just, you know, how it's supposed to be. So yeah, thanks to them.
No, that is fantastic racing by you, though, man. The whole time,
Yeah.
quite consistent throughout the entire
Thank you, mate.
race. But you know, just managing to get it onto P3 at the very last sector. There.
Definitely.
Were you sort of like cringing a little bit there when they were battling ahead of you? Did you think, oh no, something's going to happen? Did you think you were going to get taken out, or?
Well, honestly, I don't know whether they were gonna take each other out or something. But since it was the final lap, I had a slight feeling, you know, something is gonna happen. So I had to prepare myself. I had to be more cautious, just in case something happens in between them. I don't get in between them. So I had to back out a little bit, as you noticed. But when I noticed there was a gap, I just went for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't expect anything. Of course, I don't expect that to happen. I wish they got P2 and P3, but you know, it happens, right? So they went hard racing, find the gap, and I just, you know, went through it.
No, well done.
Yeah.
And moving on to next week, we're at Baku. How are your feelings towards Baku, man?
Well, Baku, man. I mean, Baku. To be honest, that track is it's a track where, you know, incident happens on lap one, I can say. So, for me, as usual, because of school, I won't be having enough practice. I'll be tired and a lot of homework and stuff. So here and there, maybe I'll try and put in some 15-minute time just to practice for fun. But the same as this race, I'm not expecting anything back. But let's see what I can do. Baku is one of my favorite track. Quite a top speed track, so I'm expecting everyone to have a increased top speed or maximum top speed kind of setup. But let's see. In lap one, incidents can happen. I'm just expecting the best, and I hope there's no incidents for me. I just want to finish the race.
Yeah, no, well
Yeah.
done. Well, congratulations on P3, man. We're going to move on to P2. Noodles.
Thank you, mate.
How are you, my man?
Hello? Mate,
Hello.
I haven't been here in a while. Meant to be racing again.
Dude, you had a blinder of a race. You were sitting
Yeah.
behind Kahoot for so long at that back, at the later stages of that race, and you got a bit squirrely, and you managed to get yourself past on DRS. Was that something that you guys were talking to each other about? Like, I'm going to go down the inside here, or
I said to him, if you make a mistake, I'm going for it. I don't care what you say. And he goes, yep, that's fine.
Yep.
Happened, went for it, and then the tussle at the back. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. My only thought was, 70% tire wear. This is not good. So survive in a track that has pain in its name. Yeah,
Yep.
that was the goal all
Yeah.
race. But the pace was really good, very consistent. I was happy. Yeah, my teammate, I don't know where he was. I stopped paying attention as soon as quali happened. And left for dead is Ronna in Spain. So
yeah, we'll get to him in a minute. But your weekend, man, tell us about your weekend. Like, in terms of sprint race, did you think that you were going to be able to put it in? You finished P2, correct? In
Yes.
sprint? Yeah. So did you think you were going to be able to put it into P2, or did you think, okay, well, there's going to be battles behind me, I just need to be careful of what's going on behind?
all I cared about was just staying on track.
Yeah.
That's all I cared about.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Skillsy, you got any questions, my man?
Yo. No, I just really appreciate your helmet noodles. I love how it matches the Mercedes paint.
I
made
thought
me
to
moist.
myself, second half of the season, let's go for new helmets for the 3 leagues and the Mercedes. I was like, yeah, I have to go link it
I knew
up.
it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It was so good, man. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan, and I think that it certainly translates into your pace.
Is that an extra point I get, please?
Well,
Extra
Duck's
point?
gonna buy you a zinger box for it.
Duck is
Oh,
not buying him a
Zinger
Zinger box.
He said it. Thanks for the zinger box. I've won today, boys.
No,
I'm
Duck
here
is
all
not
week.
buying no
All week.
Zinger box. Matty Skills is buying the Zinger box because he is frothing over that helmet. But man,
I am. And
going
honestly,
on
just
to
really,
next
really
week.
consistent racing noodles. Well done, man.
yeah.
Thank you.
Going on to next week in Baku. How are you feeling towards Baku, man?
One of my favorite tracks. So
It
confident.
seems to be a crowd favourite.
Yeah, I think. I mean, back in the day, running bed TC, I was very good. Now with no TC, it's a bit more challenging. But when you hit the sweet spot everywhere, yeah, it's one of the best tracks to race on.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. It's also one of my favourites. It's just it can get very brutal at some stages
And
too.
it's entertaining as well.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
viewers.
Yeah,
Very
I love
entertaining.
it because I'm so slow around it that everyone crashes in front of me, and I pick up some good points.
And you get overtaken on the straight as well with your 50-50 wings.
Yep. So that was actually going to be my next question. What are you thinking if you set up for Baku? Anything in particular, or don't want to share it, or he'll wait till next week.
No, I'm happy to give out one thing.
Okay.
Low wings.
Low
There you
wings.
go.
There it is. Low wings. So going for increased
Single
top speed.
digits. Single digits.
Ooh, so
all.
0-0.
Maybe.
1-1.
Maybe.
All right.
Can't say
Well,
too
look,
much.
man, thank you so much for joining us in the box tonight, and well done on P2, both in the sprint and in the feature race as well as the weekend. Mate, you absolutely just killed it this weekend, and it was awesome meeting you at the LSGP too, man.
Yes. Very, very, very good. Good to see
Yeah.
you and Toppy there.
That's it.
Yeah. Well done, sexy legs.
Thank you
We
very much,
move
mate.
on to our race winner, the guy that was absolutely on fire this weekend. He absolutely put it on to P1 in pole, P1 in the sprint race, and P1 in the feature race, absolutely dominating the entire weekend, plus also picking up the fastest lap. So he managed it all. Left for dead, mate, you there?
Yeah, mate.
What a weekend. You've got to be grinning ear to ear about after all of that.
Yeah, I am.
Can
very
hardly
happy
hear ya.
about it. I'm
He was
very
puffed
happy
out,
about
that's
it.
why.
There he goes. He's there. Yeah, so you're excited about that? The good weekend?
Yeah, I'm very happy about it. I'm happy with the result, and I'm sure the team is too.
Yeah, you sound it. But look, talk
Left for
us,
dead.
talk us through your quali, man, because your quali pace compared to the
You got owned, bro.
yeah, well, quali pace, he won it. He put it on pole, but
Oh, sorry. I meant you got owned in the race.
yeah, so quali
got
pace
lucky.
compared to your feature race pace. Was there a massive difference there, or did you just not feel it, or like what happened at the start of the feature race compared to your pace that we know you had?
Well, I went into quali knowing I was going to be quick from my time trial, but I had issues since Friday, so I haven't really touched the game since then. With my game files going corrupt, and they went corrupt again today, so I was kind of stressed out about it. But I came in now after doing about an hour of practice. I knew I had pace. I'd found consistency, so I did my first lap in qualifying. It was really like more than I expected, so I didn't have to go out again until the final 2.5 minutes of the qualifying because I felt so comfortable until Rilo beat my time.
Yeah.
But going into the sprint race, I didn't feel like there was a massive drop off in pace other than the difference, like the obviously extra fuel and different tires, but I didn't feel like there was a massive drop off in pace in general. So I felt pretty good for both the sprint and the feature race.
Yeah. Yeah, well, look, I mean, again, it was just domination the entire weekend. Like I said to everybody in chat, it was, like I said already just before, pick up P1 in quali, you pick up P1 in sprint, you pick up P1 in the race feature, plus the fastest lap point. I think the only thing you didn't get was the fastest lap in the sprint race.
Sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
well, I did actually go for it, but my tyres were just dead, and I
We're
was
cooked. Yeah.
being cautious because I just wanted to make sure I kept pole position for the main race, because if I didn't, I feared that Curtis was going to get me or Noodles was going to get me behind. So
Left for Dead, did you, because of your corrupt game files, did you start that race with a brand new setup?
no, I managed to get my old one back, which was
That's
lucky.
not nearly as impressive.
Yeah, well, when today I couldn't get back into my old time trials, but I backed when I reinstalled the game the first time. I made sure I put everything on my external hard drive, so I just copied it over this morning, and I was able to get everything back. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Damn it.
Nice.
No, well, again, and then we move on to Baku next week. What are your thoughts on Baku? How you feeling for it?
Really, I haven't done it in a long time. Haven't done time trial, and I haven't done many races on it for a long time. But it's where I got my first real podium against the big boys in OCE. So that was back in 2021. So I feel pretty confident there. Low wings, stiff setup. So that's what it's going to be for me.
Yeah. No, very nice. All right. Well, look, man. Congratulations again on your domination this weekend. We love seeing it, and that puts you a fair way up the lead of the board, chasing down Curtis on the championship standing. So a few more weekends like that, mate, and I think you could be in the good books with your team principal. I mean, I'm pretty sure you already are, but look, mate, keep it up. We love seeing it.
Thank you. It was actually, I was pretty happy to see Curtis go back down to P5 at the end of the race.
Yeah,
I closed with my teammate. He ran a good race, but
he did.
I don't know what happened to him there. But still, it's a good haul of points. It should put us in front in the constructors, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Because the other Ferrari DNF'd, and the reason why he was in P5 is that him and Noodles were fighting, looked a bit argy-bargy, and it looks like. And then at the very end, he let Kahoot back pass and take P4. He knew he was at fault for something, so he said, "Yeah, I'm going to give that position back." So,
Yep.
Yeah, so good on him. But guys, Skillsy, mate, I've missed you. Thank you so much again for joining me in the box tonight. The moment you asked me if you could join, I was beside myself. So I love having you here. You know that.
Shucks. You're the best person to commentate with, mate.
Oh,
That
mate.
was more fun than eating spaghetti and meatballs naked.
Well, I don't know about that. I've had lots
Anyways.
of fun eating that naked. But you know what, guys? It's a new week next week. We are in Baku for Divs 3 on Sunday, Div 2 on Tuesday, and then Div 1 again on Wednesday night. All at 8:30 p.m. EST now, because we're no longer in the daylight savings time. So, guys, join us live as we go around the streets of Azerbaijan on the concrete jungle. So, guys, we'll see you all next week. Peace out.